GSC Invitational. It's Siatam's GSC Invitational, everybody. The third iteration for GSC OU players aspiring to make a name for themselves and to reach a title as the biggest and baddest players ever. We're not quite at the main event just yet, and I'm doing this as part of a campaign to promote this tournament. I'm not a host this year, but I would like to raise awareness so that we can get some people to donate. So consider the fact that you could be donating to a prize pool and being a part of something special. If you still want to be a part of something special and don't want to donate to the tournament, you can always consider just joining the Discord. Look at the predictions. You can make some yourself. You can share your hot takes about the metagame, what's good, what's bad, and even keep an eye out for live matches. Speaking of, this is one of the matches that I managed to catch live between MC, a bunch of numbers, also known as Iguana on Discord, and Loven Life. Now, MC is rocking the SPL avatar, custom avatar from 1 or 2 years ago when Galar was a new thing. And he's quite an unpredictable player. He has a super extensive set of different builds. He builds a lot of things, some good, some bad, but in terms of prep, it's very hard to counter him. And he might have a slight edge against you, so he's very unpredictable. But yeah, he's pretty high level. And why is he in the Playins? The reason is because if you're not confident about your position in the main event, you can safely just sign up to this tournament without an issue, and it won't necessarily affect the outcome of your performance. As such, people that are aspiring to make it into play-ins could still, get a shot. There will be 2 players in this play-ins, at least, that will be making it in. Those that most likely will be making it to the end. And this has managed to keep things very interesting because there are a lot of good replays to be observed. One last thing before I start, since this is just the beginning of the tournament, we are still looking for narrators. Well, at least me personally, it would be nice if we had a couple of narrators join the team. I'm not really an official part of anything this year around. I was in the play-ins. We're in round 4. Anyways. So we're gonna start this out, and hopefully down the line I'll improve my introductions. So Loven on the bottom and Iguana hereafter on the top. This is the second game. I gotta make sure it's the right game because there. Alright. So we got Nito lead versus Cloy lead, and right off the bat, MC's gonna go to, or Iguana's gonna go to Zapdos. He gets para'd, but doesn't full para, luckily for him, and he's gonna use Sleep Talk. And these are just one of the many few advantages of having Nidoking, and one of the few of having Zapdos, but, nothing special there. Snorlax coming in, and it could be a good turn to bring in the Cloyster as expected. Now you always got to watch out here because Loven could have some special move to take out the Cloyster. He's going to go to Raikou, of all things. It's not every day you see Nidoking and Raikou on the same team, for the fact being that they're both not particularly strong versus Snorlax, and also the common ground weakness, but it's a Roarkou, which is pretty interesting. Okay. So far, pretty interesting. I don't really know Loven particularly, and we're looking at this through his perspective, so it's kind of interesting to see. I definitely see a lot of breaking power. I see this Roarkou. I definitely would have gone a Nidoking or Snorlax there in an obvious rest turn, just to get a couple of turns of momentum, essentially forcing Iguana to give me some more information. But instead he decides to stay in, and he lets Iguana burn a turn of sleep. That, you know, he might not get another chance at that. He managed to paralyze 2 electrics in just 15 turns, but he let them both slide. I don't want to be mean. Fori coming in, getting the spikes finally. So now spikes on either end, and Fori is also managing to spin away those spikes. Gets crit, but that could be still a high value play. We'll see how this plays out as we see that the team on Loven's end is actually a stall team with a Nidoking on it. So that's pretty interesting. And on the other end we have Iguana with double electric Hera, so that's also quite the reveal there. That's interesting. Iguana. So Iguana makes very unpredictable builds, and with Heracross, hey, there it is. I was about to say Heracross could be paired with a Boomlax there. All right, Boomlax, ding. Boomlax alongside Heracross makes a lot of sense because, as you saw, the self-destruct, yeah, crit, but unless Skarm were to click Curse, which it might not even have had, and it was already damaged too, Snorlax can take out the Skarmory with a boom, and now all of a sudden, Loven's team is really bad into Heracross. Many teams only have so much as one check to Heracross, so Heracross is very sturdy, and it's very threatening with Curse and Rest and Sleep Talk. It can 1v1 Snorlax, and many teams nowadays don't even have a Curse Snorlax to threaten it back. So either your team has like Zapdos and a couple of Steel types, or you could be in trouble. And Heracross also checks Nidoking, which is usually an issue for many double electric teams. So this team has a lot of really redeeming qualities. I like that a lot. The boom offense also helping double electric to break better against other teams if they manage to take down the Lax. I see a lot of synergy. And there's a Vaporeon. Not really a good team. This team seems like it just loses to any Cloyster Golem team. The 4E. But at the very least, I mean, it's not completely over. In fact, Loven has the spikes advantage, I believe. And Heracross coming in. Heracross is the big bad right now. And with 4E taking damage from the Mega Horn, it's now in range of another one, and it goes down. Had that missed, he could have boomed, could have reset the whole situation in his favor. So, I don't really like this team very much, but it's proving not to be in complete dog water. It's doing something, but now it misses a lovely case. He's kind of forced to use that. And he doesn't have to worry about a speed tie because Heracross's HP is decreased, but how is he going to break through? Because the Heracross is Sleep Talk, and it can just safely set up on Nidoking. No Flamethrower, no Fire Blast on the Nido, no surprise move to catch that, which sucks, unfortunately. This is looking like a sweep here. Just a sweep from Hera. As soon as he got the Skarmory. For the ADV fans out there, just know that you can't boom on Skarmory willy-nilly. You do have to give it some chip damage first with your Snorlax. Of course, there's no choice band either. But with all of the bulk in GSC, you have to either get to like +2 or get a little bit of chip before booming at it on it with like +1. So there's a bit of a bureaucratic process. Raikou Gets taken out, and at this point, I really don't see a chance that Iguana wins here. I mean, he can reverse sweep I meant to say Loven. He could, but it's Boomlax. There wasn't even a chance to begin with. He overcame the Heracross. Yeah, but there are 2 electrics and 2 boom months staring him down. So this was a very swift victory for MC. Honestly, I think it might have been a bit overkill. He probably should have saved this team for another opponent, because it's no disrespect again. I want this to be clear. I'm just saying Iguana has played with a very, very high level players before, so I'm just saying he could have saved this for a big, maybe further down the bracket, you know. Oh, speaking of, this is the upper bracket, so one of the first games where I'm covering an upper bracket and 2 winners. So, you know, if Loven's made it this far to round 4, and that means he's won at least 2 sets and probably gotten a bye, but that's pretty good. I know I haven't won 2 sets, so now we're off with game 2, Iguana in the lead, this time mixing it up and bringing a Jinx. And we see Snorlax attacks first, and I know where this is going. Counter. Damn, son. And just like that, turn 1, MC taking out Snorlax, but in return, Loven takes out the Jinx because of a lovely kiss miss. So a little bit unfortunate there on MC's end. Dang it, I gotta stop saying that. Iguana. Hidden Power Gengar. There's... Yep, Hidden Power. It's Hidden Power Water, to be precise. Interestingly enough, T-Tar does not go for Pursuit. It goes for an Earthquake, so we see that it has Earthquake. Pursuit Quake, Tar plus Licks. Another uncommon build here. Iguana's team is a little bit more common now. What we could expect in the back is anything between like a Nidoking, so a la Cased Victory, or a Steelix, Golem, sure, why not, yeah. Cloyster coming in. And we got Zap. If this is HP Water, it's very threatening right now. And we're about to find out. Yeah, okay, Gengar coming in here. T-Tar might be in range of HP Water. Not quite. Ooh, and he clicks Pursuit on a turn like that. Don't know about that. Well, okay, well, he's in trouble now. The Gengar could boom here. Decides not to. Feels safe going to Snorlax, sorry. Lax Licks. You can understand how the nomenclature can be a little bit tedious sometimes. Cloyster's free to click Surf here. Or, sure, yeah, the double. Good double there. Just getting extra chip, but uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Boom, right on the Zapdos. Is that what Loven was hoping for? Could be. He's in a position to make back some ground. And the Zapdos from Loven's end looks like it could beat that Gengar. And Hidden Power Water just taking out all of that HP from Golem, just taking it out in one shot. After the spikes, of course. It can take it out from full, but it's a roll. And now, all of a sudden, Loven's in a position to suddenly even win the game. We'll have to see. It's anyone's game here, actually. With Lax and no Electric on one end, and 2 special attackers and a Steelix. Depending on how Loven executes this, he could find an opening here. And the Cloyster is getting just lower and lower. He could even be free to click EQ. Is that what he does? No. Is he going to click it now? He's free to click it. He is definitely free to click it. Of course, he doesn't want to take too much damage from the lax because it's Sleep Talk EQ. But he goes for a roar. He was in a position to click EQ. Now he's not. Okay, Jinx, good switch. Taking neutral from HP Water there. Alright. Oh, the sequencing here. Oh, but a crit. He can click Ice Beam. Oh, Lord. Oh my, if he had Ice Beam there, that was game. I don't know. Ice Beam does more than Psychic. I'm pretty sure. I don't want to, you know what? Benefit of the doubt. Benefit of the doubt. We're going to look it up. We're going to look it up just to be sure that I'm not saying anything stupid. But I mean, I guess either way, it's too late, right? I said it. You guys hear me. I'm stupid. Or not. I'm probably projecting here, thinking about other damage rolls. That happens a lot. What the hell? Jinx. Snorlax, Ice Beam. Oh, I realized that I said a bunch of doggy doo-doo. Never mind. It wasn't a roll. EQ? Okay, Roar seems to work out just fine, but I might have clicked EQ there. Because of how threatening the Gengar is, mainly. HP Water, sure. Well, the Cloyster's dead, so. The only thing Iguana can do now is try and break through the special attackers with his Snorlax alone. Solo it, take one of them out, keep the Gengar alive for an Ice Punch on Zapdos or something. So if I'm Loven here, I want to get Chip on the Lax, but I also want to keep Zapdos alive. The plan looks like he should probably make Snorlax run out of Sleep Talk BP here. Maybe Boom on it, maybe do something like that. Probably not Boom. We'll see. He has two Sleep Talkers versus one. Two special attackers versus one Sleep Talker. Zapdos is pretty free, because if he can get a crit, that's good for him. Alright, miss. There's one crit. Okay. Oh, but he got it on the wrong turn. Dang it, man. 2 turns of sleep burnt, meaning the Snorlax is definitely waking up here. I would, have to watch out with how you use your Thunder PP as well. There's another. Like I said, you can mix it up. Alright, he's replenished some health. Sorry, but occasionally I might be skipping ahead. If I'm Loven, I might. Let's see. 5 Sleep Talks left. Yeah, I would, at this point, maybe, yes, try and prompt Iguana to use a move he doesn't want to use. There's a crit, but okay. But it's out of range, 34. That's just outside the maximum roll. But Loven keeps using Thunders on turns that aren't really amounting to anything. It's guaranteed that Iguana wakes up and clicks rest on the next one. He's running out of shots here. And Iguana isn't using any more Sleep Talk BP. He knows he's going to stall out the hidden power, so I need to prompt Iguana to do something he doesn't want to do. So I'd go to Steelix here, maybe. There's 1 Sleep Talk. He uses 1, but still, he's got 4 left. In fact, he has more Sleep Talks than Zapdos has Thunders. Iguana's going to go on the offensive here. Alright, no crit. If I'm Loven, I'm resting. Definitely not a turn where you do that. Alright, cloistered down at least, but, I mean, it was already dead to begin with. And now the Gengar threatens a lot. And he goes to the one thing that can take the damage, but that's also bad because if there's a T-Bolt on this Gar, then he's in trouble. Psychic. What does Loven have? Lovely Kiss. There you go. That is the Hail Mary move that he needed. He clicks sub. Psych, Lovely Kiss, sub. We don't know what his last was, but Zapdos goes down. I don't know. The Lax is asleep to Lovely Kiss. And Iguana's forced to use that. So, me personally, I would have gone to Steelix. And there, only one Earthquake has been used all turn. This is really rough for Loven right now. A lot of missed opportunities. Of course, now, even if the Lix gets hit, it's gonna just, it's gonna die. Jinx can potentially pull something off here. There's the the Lovely Kiss. And it's now or never, I guess. What do we see here? Rest. And now his odds have dramatically decreased. Can't even use Lovely Kiss anymore. There's the double edge. And now it's really looking bad. But at the very least, Iguana has used up all the Sleep Talk PP, but at this point it doesn't matter because Jinx cannot defend from this oncoming attack. Double Edge taking it out. Loven will be sent to losers. Iguana proving to be very diligent with his play and calculating the risk of staying in on a Zapdos and managing it rather well. Unfortunately, a couple of missed opportunities. I definitely was near the ending. I was actually giving a bit of the edge to Loven there, but unfortunately, a lot of missed opportunities. I think he could have dealt some damage to that Snorlax while it was sleeping, because Iguana has to stay, guessing. But I guess, you spam a couple of Earthquakes, keep him honest, making it harder. I don't disagree with clicking Roar on those couple of turns in the, in that scuffle near the end, but mixing it up just to keep your opponent honest, just to be like, hey, you want to switch? I know you do. And if you ever come back in, you're taking extra damage and you're forced to click rest. Like if Iguana had run out of Sleep Talk PP earlier, the situation would have been very, very different from how it came down to the ending. So that's just to say, you have a Sleep Talk EQ lax, but you're still not safe versus everything. You're still not entirely safe versus special attackers. Alright folks, I hope that you guys enjoyed. Reach out if you want to be a guest narrator or a narrator, and consider donating and joining the Discord. So, take care.